Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Sean.
And this is Nerd to Nerd.
Where we talk about various topics we read about during the week.
And this is the first edition of Nerd Talk. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to this week's Nerd Talk. We are
Nerd to Nerd.
Topic number 1, Loki. Such an awesome show. I was blown away by it. What did you think?
I thought it was amazing to finally see Loki from another side and try to get his understanding of how he views things.
Mm-hmm. Good point. The first thing I need to talk about is that, spoiler warning a little bit, the show starts off from the scene that we see in Endgame where it goes back to New York in 2012.
Yeah.
And this is the old Loki. It's not the Loki we grown to love,
Or hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is before he transformed into his better self.
Yeah, we have to take a step back and remember what he was when we first saw the first movie, which is really cool.
It takes place directly after New York.
Yep.
And if you remember the scene in Endgame, he grabbed the Tesseract and disappeared. Well, this show starts directly at that moment.
I love how it picks up right there. I really do. And I think that it's crazy to see that the Infinity Stones, which are the ultimate power in the universe that we're all so used to, now all of a sudden are just paperweights.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's insane. It shows that there's such a higher power in the MCU that we didn't even know about for years.
Yeah, and Loki's a god. He didn't know.
Yeah, he had no
the
idea.
The ancient one from Doctor Strange didn't know.
I wonder if Odin knew. The all-wise and powerful.
Honestly, probably not.
Probably
not.
not.
The others didn't know. I don't think so. Now,
it's never been brought up before. I've never heard about it.
How did you feel when they just said that they were paperweights?
Hurt a little bit at first because we saw Tony, we saw Nebula, Gamora, and we saw Natasha go because of that, trying to reverse what became later as paperweights, which really kind of sucked. But I think it's really cool, and it sets another direction of the MCU going forward, that they were such a small part of the universe that we already know.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
I thought, don't get me wrong, I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. I understand the idea that in the time variance, the TVA, they don't have any power there. But honestly, I'm a little butthurt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Time works completely different.
We just spent years of this build-up with the Infinity Stones, and the Avengers defeated Thanos.
Since 2012.
And in this show, they're just freaking paperweights.
9 years worth of making billions of dollars and stealing all of our hearts, and they're nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I'm
nothing.
great, but butthurt. Officially butthurt.
Yep.
And it's going to take some time to get over it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's going to take a while for it to heal.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The scars might remain for a while. Now, honestly, my favorite part of this whole episode was when Loki was teleporting himself around and trying to hide from Agent Mobius, Owen Wilson, who did great, by the way.
Amazing. And
he went back to that room, and he was watching what would have been his future memories. And sitting down, he saw Renee Russo, his mom from Asgard.
Frigga.
And he watched what his actions would have caused, and it would have been her death. And the emotion that you saw in his eye, it made me think quickly. I feel like he transformed into the Loki we grown to love in seconds.
Yeah.
Just seeing that. You can see slowly the transformation of his character.
And it's not even, this is the path that I'm going to go down. It was, stop. This is the path that I did go down, and looked at everything that I did. And the thing that hit me the most was seeing, obviously after he was killed by Thanos, him seeing Thor laying over him crying. And not caring at all that the ship that they were on going to be blown to bits. All that Thor cared about was his brother and grieving. And it showed the love that Thor always did truly have for Loki. And I feel that Loki probably felt all of that right then and there, that very second.
Yeah.
I
No matter what Loki did, Thor always loved his
always
brother.
loved him, and he always treated him like crap. And I think all of it just weighed in on him right then and
Now,
there.
how do you think it made him feel? Because, again, this takes place right after New York. And what was he doing for New York? He was trying to take over the Earth with, because of Thanos.
Yeah, he's trying to kill his brother.
The moment he gets captured after trying to defeat Earth with Thanos, even though Thanos wasn't there, he sees a future memory of Thanos killing him. How do you think that made him feel?
Shocked. He probably thought that I'm a god. I'm Loki. I'm the god of mischief. I can't die. Yeah. There's no way. It's impossible. And to see, what the guy that I'm trying to impress right now is going to end up killing me in front of my brother and my mother and my father and Asgard. Everything's gone.
Yeah. It makes you question yourself and your actions.
They also said his life was supposed to set up the success for others, which is amazing. And you see that all of his failures played a major role in the development and the characters of all the heroes in the MCU.
Yeah, good point. Now, I have to ask you, how would you rate this episode?
I'm giving it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. I liked it just because I love Tom Hiddleston. Loki's my favorite MCU villain, but I'm a big fan of Loki. But other than that, I thought it was great. I thought for the length of the show, it was really, really good. It didn't feel like it was too short. I knew that when you're watching a great show, it always goes by quick, but it was good. It was really good. I thought it covered a lot of ground for 50 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
It really did.
Nice.
What about you?
I give it 2 thumbs up as well. Yeah. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 with caution because I'm personally sad that the whole Infinity Saga is over with.
Yeah,
and
how could you not be?
I'm really interested to see where it goes from here, and I can't wait to see it. Now, topic number 2 is Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah, and I can't wait, Chris. On June 25th in IMAX theaters, only for Fast and Furious, we're going to be able to watch the first 5 minutes of this clip. And it's said by the director that the first 5 minutes of the clip starts 65 million years in the past. And we're going to see the dinosaurs roaming with no humans, nothing, just themselves as they were. And it's going to kind of go over the history and the past of how these dinosaurs were created. The director actually even said that we're going to see a Tyrannosaurus fight off against a Giganotosaurus, which is a new dinosaur that they're introducing in this movie.
This is in the past?
Yes, this is in the 65 million years ago is what they're saying.
All right.
And we're going to see the Tyrannosaurus actually get murdered by this Giganotosaurus. And then there's going to be a mosquito, hinting towards the first one, that's going to go onto the T-Rex, suck its blood, and then boom, we're going to see present day Rexy in a movie theater knocking over cars and causing havoc, and the blood from the mosquito that we just saw 65 million years ago is the blood
in Rexy.
Yeah,
which makes a lot of sense because they most recently just released that teaser poster, which shows the mosquito on the tree. And that, if you remember in Jurassic Park 1, it's the mosquito, cased in the amber that Dr. John Hammond had.
Yeah.
And again, that's the blood that was used to create all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think it's really cool how they can go back and show you exactly and then show you in the future that this is the clone of that T-Rex.
It's a good way to, bring the story together and show the past, and it's a good homage to the beginning movies.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that now they're not just paying attention to the characters, they're also paying attention to Rexy, who we've all, come to love over the years, which is really cool. Yeah, a little tribute to her.
It's Rexy's a fan favorite now.
Oh, big time.
In Fallen Kingdom, just seeing, Rexy the T-Rex come out, and you saw the scars and all that stuff.
It was awesome, man.
It was really cool to see and
brought
refreshing
back a bunch of
after
memories.
Seeing. Because in the newer movies, they focus on the genetics and, and oh my God. Fallen Kingdom was awesome because I'm such a fanboy of Dr. Henry Wu. He's played by B.D. Wong. He had a decent amount of, parts in the last movie.
Not enough, but enough. Yeah,
but it was, I felt like his involvement, with the, the villain in the movie, I thought was pretty powerful, and it was cool to see him again because we haven't seen him since the original movie. And I felt like he was more impactful than even Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And it was cool having Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
But, like...
It wasn't enough.
Why is Jeff Goldblum just sitting in a courtroom?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they misused him for this movie big time.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But, like, don't you think you would be involved?
Isn't it weird that in the beginning, the first Jurassic Park movie for Dr. Wu, he was the hero that brought these dinosaurs to life and brought them to everybody, and basically without him there's no Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. And so now he's the villain.
Yeah, he's part of the villain side. So it begs the question, what happened to him over these years?
Yeah, I guess getting twisted with InGen and
the power,
John Hammond not being around. I mean, I guess the influence.
There's a lot of power with science.
Yeah,
and you
being
create
that
these
smart.
dinosaurs. You gain power and you'll be in control. Now, speaking of Dr. Henry Wu, I have to bring up this next movie is going to bring back a lot of the original cast.
A lot.
You know, not only are we getting Dr. Henry Wu again by B.D. Wong, we're going to be getting your favorite, Ian Malcolm.
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum.
Can't
wait. We're going to get Dr. Alan Grant, Sam Neill, and even Laura Dern is coming back.
I know. I'm so excited, man. It's going to feel like I'm watching it again like I was when I was a kid.
I really hope they do well with this. I did question, again, we saw Jeff Goldblum, the last one, but it's just like, with all the stuff they went through with the history of the dinosaurs, like, I know this started with a park that Bryce Dallas Howard's character Claire worked at, but, like, where the hell were they?
Yeah.
No,
you're not wrong.
That's I tend to think of outside the box things when I see movies and stuff. I know
sometimes
you
can dissect it a little bit,
but it's like, wouldn't he be involved here?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he
would think.
care just a little bit?
Yeah, no, you would think. Another cool thing that I did read was that the director did say that since the beginning you're going to see the clone version of Rexy being killed, that hopefully the fans are going to want revenge. So I think he was kind of teasing that there's going to be a big fight between the new T-Rex and the new Giganotosaurus, and maybe at the end, I'm assuming.
Okay.
And
that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It'll be really good, man.
Cool.
It's going to be sweet. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Me either.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. I'm just so excited with the original.
People die. Don't say that.
Jurassic World Dominion comes out next June.
Yeah.
2022.
Can't wait.
Check it out. And now we're going to take a quick break to hear about this week's sponsor. This video is sponsored by the Philadelphia Connection, where they bring the action to you. This is a great place for all your autograph needs of your favorite stars. Please visit thephiladelphiaconnection.com for a list of upcoming signings and for any in-stock purchases of your treasured entertainment and sports heroes. So topic number 3 is the Batman.
Super pumped.
Super, super pumped.
Really excited that we're finally getting a new Batman, and it feels like it's been forever since The Dark Knight Rises. It feels like an entire millennia ago, but it really wasn't. The Dark Knight Rises ended in 2012. We definitely would have gotten the Batman a lot sooner if it wasn't for COVID. But I'm really excited. I love the trailer, and I'm super excited for DC fandom because I think we're going to get another trailer.
Yep.
What was your favorite parts of the trailer?
I like the overall tone.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of... DC overall has been darker than Marvel, and I always actually... I just think it's natural for DC. I really like it. I really like Jeffrey Wright, the actor, as Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, I think he's going to be excellent. Yeah.
Colin Farrell plays the Penguin, and we saw him briefly in the trailer, and it's just like, wow, what a transformation from Colin Farrell to the Penguin.
I think the cast is amazing, and as much as I'm not crazy about Pattinson, I also wasn't crazy about Affleck, and I ended up loving Ben Affleck. I know that a lot of people weren't crazy about Heath Ledger either, and I mean, one of the best acting performances across the board ever. So, honestly, they know a lot more than we do, and that's why they get paid the big bucks. So I think that he's going to do a really good job. Christian Bale gave it the thumbs up. He gave it the approval. So overall, I think he's going to be a really good Batman. It's just hard to see when you're looking at it and trying to pick everything apart.
Yeah, true. Right on. Now, you may not be familiar with Paul Dano. I don't think you are. I've seen him in a few things. He is an absolutely brilliant actor. But come on. That costume.
Oh.
Did you guys see the
You're talking about Riddler.
image of the Riddler?
Yeah.
Come on. What's this? DC Doctor Doom?
It's a
It
little.
looked like a
funky.
pajama party.
I saw a lot of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people were saying, "What do you want, Jim Carrey's Joker? Not Joker, but a joke of an outfit." And I kind of liked it, but at the same part, I'm like, I get it, how it's kind of goofy. You know, it's just these green tights with question marks everywhere, but
it worked.
It worked, and it worked for its time. People look at it.
It worked for that version of it.
Yeah,
Because it was like a crazy. This is probably more serious, but the costume looks like a kid's costume. You know?
Yeah. I don't think it looks like a kid's costume. It looks. It's weird.
It looks ridiculous.
All right. So to describe it a little bit, what would you say it looks like?
That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know, man.
I was just.
I get that it's a different take.
It's a different take,
It's
and
cool.
who knows? We don't know the context of the story
No.
and how it's gonna really play out and how it really looks in the movie.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying this is like year 2 for Batman, and it's also
it's a young Batman.
Yeah, and it's also year 2 for Selina Kyle, and it's also year 2 for all the villains in Gotham and Commissioner Gordon and all of them. So going forward, obviously the development of the Batman and Pattinson, Bruce Wayne, and Alfred and all of them is going to change drastically, I'm sure, from where we are now to where we're going to be maybe the next movie or even the third movie, because I heard that they want to do a trilogy. But I just don't know where this Riddler costume is going. That's the problem.
I can't see where a lot of this is going. and honestly, I don't get me wrong. I liked the trailer. I liked everything.
The trailer was great.
I mean, if all they had to do was take out Batman and Pattinson, and the movie would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Pattinson casting. And
I'm not. I mean,
and don't get me wrong. I like him as an actor. A lot of people, hate on him with Twilight, but he is a fantastic actor.
He is.
Take a moment and some time to see some of his other movies.
Yeah.
He is a brilliant actor. And he may pass off a decent Bruce Wayne. I just can't take that Batman seriously. I don't know if it's just a young Batman idea or the suit. Or
I feel the opposite. I feel like he's going to nail Batman because he has a mask on.
I hope he does, but part of me wants it to fail and end that one movie because go Zack Snyder.
Yeah, definitely. Restore to Snyderverse. Anyway, I think he's going to be able to crush being Batman because it's in a costume and it's with a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Bruce Wayne is totally different, and it's a little emo, if you will, with the... I don't know. It just looks super, super, super
it's
dark.
definitely emo. Everything about Robert Pattinson is emo.
Yeah. And I don't think it's his fault, necessarily. I think it's also that he played in Twilight as a vampire.
No, some parts definitely stick with the actor.
Yeah, if he never played in that movie, we would not be having this conversation right now.
No, definitely not. He got labeled from the beginning.
Yeah, and that's not his fault.
No.
When you're starting out, you take whatever is going to be the best for you in your career going forward, and obviously it worked. Now he's the Batman. Mm-hmm. He's the most popular character in all of comics history, arguably. I love the suit. Two things. I don't know if anybody realized. The boots. I don't know what's going on with the boots. And the mask. The stitching on the mask, to me.
So wait, you like the suit, but you don't know what's going on?
I love the chest, the arms, the cape. And there's a stitching on his helmet, and it's just really funky. And it just looks like a Catwoman kind of helmet to me. And the boots look like
he's
something
feminine.
you'd buy at like Spencer's.
We have a feminine Batman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, we got to see how it all comes together. Don't get me wrong, I love Batman. He's my favorite superhero, tied with Thor and Spider-Man. But I love Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan. I'm not trying to dish on Batman. It's just I'm so used to Christian Bale and the darkness of it and the badass suit that we've seen for so many years and the technological advances that we saw. I just don't know.
I just don't know anything from head to toe. But I'm glad Sean is optimistic. I know a lot of people are excited for it, and I'll definitely give it a chance when it comes out.
Oh, absolutely.
So what I want to get into now is the recent report with the WB executives.
Yeah, I heard that one of them said that the movie is a little too dark and that they may be delaying it yet again. And I don't understand, why would they delay a movie that is reportedly done?
Dark, you say?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound a little familiar? I remember attack on Zack Snyder
I think
movies about it being a little dark.
Yeah, and I think that movie did really well overseas, but apparently it just didn't do good in the United States
It did
because
great
they just
box
don't want to.
office.
They just don't want to show anybody that it's actually a success. That's the truth. We're hearing reports that the Snyder Cut was a huge success overseas, and that it's still the #1 seller in the UK right now.
I believe it.
But we're
You know
not
why?
hearing anything about the US
Because it's a good movie.
yeah, it is a very
Now-
good movie. And if you haven't seen it, HBO Max, it's on there.
Yeah, there you go. All on there.
Please
if you want
watch
to rewatch it every day of your life.
before you go
Now, I'm not saying I'm biased because of Zack Snyder. I am very biased because I love Zack Snyder.
to bed. You are
but-
biased because you love Zack Snyder.
What are they doing?
I think with the whole, and I'm so happy that Zack got to finally tell his story and put that behind him. And if he wants to move on, he totally deserves to.
Yeah, I do
You
think
know.
WB for continuing and finishing it, and to see the, you know, the world that Zack Snyder wanted to continue, because I was absolutely
Mhm.
blown away by the Justice League, and
It was amazing to see everything finally come together and see every bit and piece of that story work the way it's supposed to. And it really does stink that Joss Whedon really chopped it up the way that he did, or WB, whatever happened. We'll never know. But it's amazing to see how much better of a movie it was. And I don't understand how Warner Brothers had this on the shelf for
I don't either.
4 years.
Now, the good thing about this Batman movie that's coming out is with the Flash movie, they're going to be doing the multiverses.
Yeah.
So every movie ever made by DC
Mhm.
technically is canon. So who knows? Maybe in the future we can still get Robert Pattinson's trilogy if it goes that far, and we can still get more in the Snyderverse if one day it gets made. And seeing Zack's vision through that gets me excited. And you know what? I will give the Batman a chance, and I really hope I'm wrong. And I do want to like the movie. I don't want you to think I want to crap on it because it's not Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
But I am a DC fan.
Huge DC. We love
And
Batman.
I do want it to succeed.
Yeah.
I hope I do like
Don't
it.
want our listeners to think that we don't like Batman. Trust me, we love Batman.
But Zack Snyder's better.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. He's a fantastic director, amazing story writer, and he's got all the goods.
Yep.
You look at every single movie that he's done, I think they're all great. But when he is given the full, clear go on everything, it's amazing. It really is. Just like Army of the Dead.
Just like Army of the Dead, which you can hear a review if you tune in to Movie of the Week. And our final topic is Matrix 4.
Super excited.
Very, very excited. We know that Keanu Reeves is returning as Neo,
Yes.
and Carrie-Anne Moss is returning as Trinity.
Yep. Can't wait. Those two together are perfect.
What we don't know is the fate of Morpheus, because Lawrence Fishburne is not cast in the movie.
Which is weird to me. Why do you think, in which direction do you think that this movie is going to be going in? I feel like he was such a big part of you know what I mean? Like the mold of those older movies.
He brought in Neo. He was the force that brought in Neo. And, you know, I honestly don't know what they're doing. I have a feeling that they're going for a younger Morpheus, and this might be a different iteration of Neo.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Maybe this is the future, it might be the past, it might be a different Neo for all we know. They recently cast, I mean, it was a while ago, Yahya Abdul-Mateen,
Okay.
who was seen in Aquaman as Black Manta.
Yes.
There's rumors that he might be a
I think
younger
he's an
Morpheus.
excellent actor, by the way.
Very excellent.
Great.
He might be a younger Morpheus. I don't know. I really
Be
will
interesting to
miss
see another take.
Lawrence Fishburne. I thought he was great.
I did too.
As
As well as other movies, he's a great actor. So it's a little surprising.
Super pumped about the movie. Now, there was a lot of recently added cast. They most recently added Christina Ricci, that we know from Addams Family. She
Yep.
played Wednesday.
I remember as a kid.
There are
Absolutely.
also, you know, Neil Patrick Harris joined,
Yes.
which is really, really exciting because I love Neil Patrick Harris.
Big time.
I don't know who he's going to be. There are a lot of rumors floating around, but I'm not sure. There was an also actor that I met once in New York. His name is Jonathan Groff. He does a lot of
Heard of him.
Broadway.
Mhm.
He was actually Kristoff in Frozen.
Yes.
He did the voice of Kristoff.
Yeah, that's probably where
Many
I saw
people
him.
know him from Frozen.
Great movie.
And I'm really hoping he plays one of the new agents. I don't know who he's going to be. He might be with the human side.
That would be neat.
But it would be cool.
I think he deserves that screen time.
Now, I'm just... The thing I don't know is where are they going to go from there. I loved how the trilogy ended and Neo, won. He sacrificed himself, but he won. And I really wonder where this is going to go in the fourth movie. I really can't wait. I haven't seen any leaks or any rumors on plot. It's been pretty sealed so far.
It's been pretty dry, really.
Where do you think they can go with this?
Oh, man. I probably should have told Kristen I've never seen the Matrix movies.
Alrighty then. I guess that's going to wrap it up with Matrix 4.
Put a seal on it.
Until next time,
Good
thank
night.
you for joining in. I'm Chris.
I'm Sean.
And we are
Nerd to Nerd.